Guys, in July 2023, next month, the United States government is releasing a new payment system named Fednow. Now, a lot of people are confused and don't really understand what Fednow is and really don't understand that it can possibly be a great opportunity of a lifetime. In today's video, I'm going to explain step by step on what this new payment system is, what it means for you in the everyday American, and how you can use it as a possible opportunity to get wealthy. Guys, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm Credit Coach Q, and I create the first cloud-based software that allows you to put your credit repair experience into your own hands. If you're new to the channel, I'm super excited because I have a banger. In today's video, we're going to talk about Fednow. But before we get into the video, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. It allows YouTube to push this content to a wider audience, and it also allows YouTube to push this within their algorithm a little further, and it also allows us to leave these lights on. Guys, please like and subscribe to the channel.
If you have anything derogatory in your credit report, I mean anything negative, charge-offs, late payments, bankruptcies, medical bills, guys, you name it, please go over to mycreditapproved.com. It's the website and the software that I was telling you about that allows you to put the full experience to your own hands. Guys, people are removing thousands of dollars worth of debt by themselves. They are no longer using credit repair companies. They are putting this information and this experience into their own hands and appreciating on a deeper level. Guys, please go to mycreditapproved.com, check out the software, and start removing these items, guys, if you have anything derogatory on your credit report.
Now, let's dive straight into the meat and potatoes of this video. Now, guys, this video is going to be very interesting and very informative. This technology has been underway for quite a long time, and a lot of people is explaining what it is, but they don't and not explaining why it came, right? So right now, the United States government, or every country as a whole, is going through what is called a liquidity crisis.
Relapse going, listen, man, I just need some liquidity, you know what I'm saying? I just ran into some bad subprime, you know? We just had complex formulas. We just didn't factor in greed and panic, you know? I just need $805 billion by Tuesday. Yeah, no, seriously. No, I would not screw you again. It's pretty crazy.
I've learned my lesson.
No, baby, this is not like the other time. No, seriously, I just throw me a bed here, baby.
Just give me,
help me out.
Just give me a little bit.
Yeah, just a taste. That's all I need is a taste. I need $2.5 trillion. I'll pay you back.
Get me through 1 week.
Yeah, it's like they're going to print out a new $20 bill. The new Geithner $20 bill will be, you know, instead of "In God We Trust," it'll just say "Trust me." And it'll be the little man from Monopoly going like that.
If you're a subscriber, you've heard me talk about the liquidity crisis on the channel before, but this is every country way of solving that problem. So a liquidity crisis basically is when a country is ran out of liquidity, which is cash, basically, right? So when we went through COVID and all of the stocks basically crashed, all of the markets crashed, the banking markets crashed as well. Now, the banks don't hold your money inside of a bank, right? What they do is they invest your money so they can make money, and when you come back to get your money, they have your money on hand and they have the money left over from their investment from using your money. That's basically how banks work. But when banks lose your money, they have to borrow it, and then if every bank lose their money, no bank have money, and banks begin to collapse because there is no IOU to IOU. So banks just normally collapse. Now, because Nixon took us off the gold standard, our money really don't have any value. The way they value our money is with inflation. That's why you have to constantly put more money into buying a bag of chips than you did 20 years ago because of inflation. So inflation is basically derived from printing money. So when you print money during a pandemic and you print more money in 2 years than you do in the last 200 years, it caused a lot of inflation. Now, this is going to be the resolve for that. Now, this is the way all governments are looking to basically fix it. Now, Fednow is a payment system that's similar to Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, things of that sort. Now, the differences between Fednow and those other platforms is that Fednow give you the ability to settle. Now, a lot of people are not talking about this. Everyone is talking about the infrastructure of Fednow, but they're not talking about the differences between settlement and authorized payment. So authorized payment is when you swipe your card and it goes through instantly. But that money is not where it needs to go because it hasn't settled. If you try to make a mistake and try to dispute it and call your bank, they're going to tell you have to wait till it settles before you can call back and dispute it, meaning that they're waiting for the money to reach its destination. Fednow is going to be able to allow consumers and basically all Americans to settle payments in real time, meaning that you're not going to not only authorize the payment, but you're also going to be able to settle the payment. So the liquidity is going to be instant. Now, one of the largest problems with liquidity now is that it's always waiting to get to a destination, and while it's waiting, sometimes it gets borrowed and sometimes it goes to different places. This is going to allow liquidity to instantly go to the destination in real time, and this is a solution that all governments is looking to solve. The United States government is not the only government that's looking to fix the issue of their economy with a faster, more digital payment system. Now, Fednow is not a CBDC. A CBDC is a central bank digital currency. Now, CBDC is something similar to a dollar in digital form. Fednow is not a dollar, it's not a currency, it's not anything of the sort. It's actually a platform to run the currencies on. So if you want to use Fednow, you're basically going to be using it as a platform to send currencies and not it being a currency. So that is the major differences that you want to take away from Fednow and a CBDC. Now, CBDCs are still coming. Now, I want you to understand that these technologies has been in the works for over 15 years, guys. This is not new technology. They are just absolutely rolling it out and expediting it because the economies are crashing. This is their solution to a crashing economy. They are shifting all economies from a dollar standard to a digital standard. They're not going with the dollar anymore, and they want it to be digital. Now, banks has been buying gold in records formed for the last 2 to 3 years, and banks has been stockpiling it largely. What does that mean? That can possibly mean that banks are looking to back their CBDC with gold. So every digital dollar is going to represent a certain amount of actual gold. And if we do that, then that could be a problem solver for the global economy on a large scale by just shifting all of the currencies over to a digital standard and backing it by hard assets such as gold or silver. That is my theory. There has not been any articles that support that, but when you look at the economies and you look at the markets for years and you study them, you can predict these things, guys, because it was really not rocket science to see how money flows and what it needs to be successful. And when they took us off the gold standard, that was one of the things. So that is the difference between Fednow and CBDCs. Now, CBDCs is, like I said, central bank digital currencies, and every country is basically building their own. Chinese is ahead of the pack as usual, and they have already released a digital yuan. Their digital yuan is basically a digital representative of their currency, and that is their CBDC. Our CBDC as Americans is going to be the digital dollar, and that is going to basically replace hard dollars. There is not going to be able to print any more money. They're going to have a certain set amount of hard assets stockpiled, and the digital dollar is going to basically represent the amount of assets that we have in our reserves. That is my theory, guys, for the reason why these countries has been buying gold and everyone is going to a digital standard. Now, the BRICS nations and the G5 nations is basically working together to run this global standard, and it's going to come whether you like it or not. It's not really going to affect you initially, but it will give the countries a lot of control. Now, a lot of people have been hearing the control, and they're right. The control that the amount that these type of technologies are going to give the governments is immensely great. You're not going to be able to hide any more of your black market deals, no more buying weed from your weed man. There's no more buying things from the thrift stop, from the marketplace. There's no more yard sales without paying taxes. All all of that is going to be taxed and is going to be monitored and is going to be controlled on one unified system. Now, this can be scary, but is not going to be effective. I'm almost sure they're going to make it appealing. So just look out for it, guys. Fednow is coming whether you like it or not. Now, the opportunity to get rich, like I told you in the beginning, is going to come from a technology that's running these payment systems. Now, the technology that you need to look out for is called distributed ledger technology. This is the technology that is running the rails for these new payment systems to basically run in real time. And these are basically cryptocurrencies. The cryptocurrency that you want to look out for is Ripple. Ripple is the leading pack in technology for distributed ledger, and it basically allows their product, any asset, to be transferred in 3 seconds. And they have hundreds, if not thousands, of partners, including the Fednow service that allows Fednow to run on their technology to basically access so many payments in under 3 seconds, and it costs less than a penny. So if you wanted to send $1 million before, the fastest way to do it is jump on a plane with $1 million cash and send it there directly. Either you're going to wait a few days, if not a week, if you want to decide to send it through a wire. Ripple technology and distributed ledger technology allows things to be transferred in 3 seconds and under a penny. If you want to send $1 million, it's going to cost you quite a lot of money to send it via a wire. If you want to send it with distributed ledger technology, it costs less than a penny. Guys, you choose. That's $1 trillion problem that Ripple is looking to save and basically bring to the forefront for all of these countries to use. So look out for Ripple if you want to take opportunity for an investment. This is not investment advice. This is not financial advice at all. These are my theories and my perspective. So if you want to look into it, I definitely suggest that you do. If not, don't do it. But guys, definitely let me know how you feel about this new Fednow service. Leave it in the comments. Let me know if you think that this is interesting, or you think that this is something that the government is going to take advantage of, etc. Let me know in the comments. Until next time, take care of your credit and take care of yourself. Credit Coach Q out.